Hi, my name is Ola and welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about prayer, and I want to approach it from the perspective of asking this question. Look at how much we have invested in our physical life. Let me take for instance, for the last 6 months, how much you've spent on food, how much you've invested on your skin, on your hair, on your accessories, on your clothing, on your shoes, and all of that, just because you need to look good and you need to present yourself well. Just look at how much we put into that and compare all of that to how much we put into our spiritual life. As believers, I think most of us pray less, but we need to pray more, because prayer is not supposed to be an option. You see, we do not wrestle against the physical things, but the spiritual things. And the reality of the present life that we are presently is that you find a lot of people going into so much evil, and in the dark world, that's their own prayer. All the sacrifices they made, all the charms they put on their body, and you are going into the same world with these same people, to either fight for the same thing, try to get the same thing. You're going for the same job, you're asking for the same thing. You basically all need one basic things, that the physical things of life is general to all of you, but they are more prepared. And so how did we come to this stage where we think that prayer is an option? Because in their own world, that's their own prayer. You as a believer, you have denounced this evil way. You say you're not going to get involved in all of this stuff. But what are you doing in replacement of that? A prayerless life is a life full of so many uncertainty. And this is it. When any spiritual damages occurs, it hits you hard. Why? Because you don't have any defense around you. Prayer is allowing God to do, what He wants to do on earth through you, because you have the body, and God needs the body to do anything on the face of the earth. So sometimes even in your area, in your community, there are things that God actually wants to do, but He has no willing body. He has no available body to use. And so some other people have mistaken prayer to be just about supplication, asking for God for things. No, the essence of prayer actually is setting yourself in that state where you can actually be available, for a certain frequency. That frequency then happens to be you hearing from God. And when you constantly hear from God, He tells you to do certain things. And in doing those things, you step into righteousness. You step into open doors. You step into things that are supernatural. And that is why the ways of God are so foolish to men. Because when God asks you to do certain things, it looks so dumb, so foolish. Think about the other people who are doing the evil things in the other places. The things they do also look foolish too. So if you're not doing that, then you have to be doing something. Prayer is not an option. Prayer is something we must take with all seriousness. We must pray every day. As a matter of fact, we have 24 hours in a day. It's a good idea to use 10% of that 24 hours praying. You need it more. Christ told us that we should pray without ceasing. We should pray without ceasing. That means every time we should be praying. And somebody will ask me, how can we be praying every time? You see, in your mind, that's where praying in the Holy Ghost comes. When you can be praying, when you are in that frequency, okay, when God ministers things to your heart, you start speaking in tongues. You start praying, and people around you don't even know what is going on. This happened on the dark side too. A lot of people are moving around saying a lot of incantation that you don't know. You see people lips moving. You see people walking, and a lot of crazy things. Prayer is not an option. Please go back to your prayer life.